I have one final message for you as we finish up our lecture. One is that there are practically no meta-analyses on research in psych of religion or religious topics at all. And that is a very sad thing. And just people haven't done it. And so I think that you guys should really take time as you are considering dissertation topics to consider studying your area at a meta-analysis. Now, it may be that your particular question only has 5 studies on it. You can't really do a meta-analysis on 5 studies. That's not legitimate. But if it turns out that there are 15 or 20 even studies on your research question that exist already, and no one's published a meta-analysis on that yet, wow, that is a golden opportunity for you. Another thing to know is meta-analyses get published. People want to see this. This is a culmination of a lot of research, and so people really want to see those meta-analysis things. And gosh, it's a shame to do 2 or 3 years of work on a dissertation and never see it out there, never see it published. It only sits on a drawer. I would like to show you dissertations sitting over there, right there. You see all of those? Most of them have never been published. And what a shame. We spent a lot of time and energy on those things and a lot of work. And, you know, some of them is because the quality or the outcomes were just not publishable. But other times it really is publishable. And so you need to do the extra final 2 steps of your dissertation and get it published. Another thing is you have complete control over your data. I'm going to tell you a story about my friend that I did the coding for. His name is Terry Height, and he did a meta-analysis for his dissertation. And right when he was in the middle of working on it, the IRB at Virginia Commonwealth University, where we went to school, had to shut down due to ethical concerns. They shut that thing down for 9 months, I think. It's between 7 and 9 months in that range, which means no research was being done at VCU at all for 7 to 9 months. If you were in the middle of your dissertation, you just didn't graduate. You had to spend an extra year in grad school. If you were in the middle of large grant-funded research studies, you just had to stop. You couldn't collect data anymore. In fact, Worthington's team there was in the middle of a longitudinal study of new parents and the HOPE approach to couples counseling, and they had to stop people in the middle of therapy. And you can just imagine what happens to people after they've sat out of therapy for 7 months and haven't had any. I mean, can you say that it's effective anymore? Do you need to throw all those people out? What do you do with that? So, well, while Terry Height was in the middle of that class of students who was in the midst of collecting data for their dissertation when the IRB was shut down. So all of his classmates spent an extra year in grad school. They could not graduate. Hardly anybody graduated that year with Terry. But Terry did, because he did a meta-analysis. He didn't have to deal with anything with IRB because he wasn't collecting data on human participants. He was only looking at data that already exists. You can do meta-analysis without IRB approval. You don't have to go through that whole step. Even here, if our IRB continues to operate as normal, or we've moved to an IRB here soon, we're in the midst of doing that, it can still take 2 to 4 weeks to get feedback. That adds 2 to 4 weeks onto your whole process of your dissertation, which you would be surprised how much that affects you. So consider that. You have complete control over your data. You don't have to pay people to participate. You don't have to scrounge them up. You don't have to get through gatekeepers to get to a particular population that exists all the way out there. And doing the statistics is fairly understandable. Really, you're looking at a lot of mean score of control group, mean score of treatment group divided by some kind of standard deviation pool thing. You can get computer programs to help you with that now, and you have a really nice, high-quality dissertation study that's completely within your control, and you can get it done fairly quickly. No data collection really going on at all beyond what you're already doing for your lit review anyway. So I hope you'll seriously consider that. That's my pitch. I'm still waiting for that first student to do it, though, so I hope that will be you. It's been fun to do the videos. Hope you guys enjoy it. Bye-bye.